cannot convince me otherwise that Sexy Red is not an industry plant that was put here to help finalize the destroying of the black woman image. They was already had us under attack, and she was here to just finalize the process. The way they trying to force her on us is just crazy. Like, I wanted to go see Drake, but once I found out Drake had her opening for him, absolutely not. Absolutely not am I going to support anything that thing is behind. I'm not supporting it, right? This is the reason why it's time to separate. It's time to separate as black women, because ain't no way I'm about to be associated with that and Suki Stankiana. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I don't care how you feel. I don't care how you feel. At this point, separation has to happen. It's one thing to make trashy music. That is a different level of trash. That's a different level of trash. Kaya's My Neck, My Back, it was bad. Trina and Trick Daddy's You Know Nan, it was bad. But that's a different level of dirty stank music, right? It's just a different level. Like, it ain't never been that bad. There is lyrically nothing that this woman is saying. She's just saying a bunch of vulgar, disgusting, nasty stuff. It's not even music, right? And this is why I know that she's an industry plant. It is not music at this point, right? It's just seeing how much nasty, vulgar stuff she can come up with out of her mouth.
I don't like the ratchetness and the low classness either, but I was watching this interview with this gay man, and he was saying, they asked him, why are all the men acting like this? And he was like, the men know what the men want, and the women aren't doing it. So we were taught to be classy, sweet, doing this and doing that. It's like this year, these last few years, when the men came out of the closet, women have to fight to be with a man or share a man with other men, because the men, they are watching all this Pornhub and everything, and they want to be sucked. They want their bottom blown and teabag. They want all this stuff done to them that's in the porn, but these women are on that porn stuff working and making money. But they want not only their girl to do it, they want all the girls to do it. They go into everybody's house, and then if you get mad at him for this and that, he'll go grab his Xbox and go to the next woman's house. So it's not just lying on these girls who are saying what they have to do to fight to get these men. It's like some of them are turning to other women, because it's nothing out here. People are lonely. People are fighting for positions, and it's ridiculous. All of us are in this pot of mess together, and it's not one thing, it's a bunch of things that's causing a trickle effect, like not having a father in the home, and then the men don't know how to be men, and then you start mothering them, and that's not the answer either. So it's like a whole big mess with our culture. And I don't think it is the real women who are supporting that. I think the gay guys are the ones supporting that, and it's giving them, permission to be a woman. So they try to act like the extreme woman. They over exaggerate womanhood with the talk and the walk, and just too much. And then when she over sexualize or hype things up, it's like, yeah, bitch, yeah, do this, you know what I'm saying? They love it. And then it's a bad influence on the rest of the people. But it didn't start with them. It started with the porn hubs teaching people this was what you have to do, or they doing something to, influence them. And people want to get their rocks off because they're humans, for one, and they're not being taught that we're messing up the future. We're going to have less. At first, back in the day, we had less fathers in the home because of welfare. They didn't want the husbands or men staying in the home. And now we're going to have, this generation really tried to have men in the home. But now, since all this over-sexualized Pornhub and all this other stuff, the men are at work talking about, well, my girl does this and does that, and that guy, he wants that. He wants to be sucked. He wants to be blown. So a regular woman is not what they want anymore, because they know that the girls out there are doing whatever it takes to compete, and the men are doing whatever it takes to compete. So it's a whole big mess. And I'd rather us address the men who are acting like women. It's like the whole thing is like a trickle down effect. The men start taking all the men, so the women trying to fight for a position. We need to talk about all of it, and we need to talk about solutions. These men need to stop. We have women, I see it online all the time. They are hanging around the gay men. They have the gay best friends. Like, girl, why are you spending your whole day with this gay man and then he go home at night with men and then you go home alone? Stop supporting the gay men. That's my thing. And let's get some type of structure in our households.